The story I'm gonna tell today is about my last relationship and the breakup and everything that led up to the breakup. So, basically, I met this girl when I was in 8th grade and she was in 7th. And it was at like the end of the year. So, it was weird timing because I was going into high school and she was just going into her 8th grade year. So, that timing was awkward. So, I I kept up with the girl or whatever, and everything was cool. We was chilling. Everything was going good. We talked literally the entire summer. We talked to the beginning of 9th grade, and then we saw each other for the first time again. Like, we would just meet up randomly and stuff. And during, I believe it was going into my 10th grade year, or the middle of the 10th grade year, we broke up. And what led up to all this, and because me, I'm super duper paranoid about everything. So every time somebody would like tell me, oh, she messing around with another guy or she doing stuff with this other dude, I would believe it because it would be like multiple people telling me. But then I'd be like, nah, let me forgive the girl. Maybe I'm just overreacting. So I keep forgiving her. It would be like whatever. And the cycle would just keep continuing and repeating. And then at some points, I kind of did feel stuck, like there was no escape from the relationship or whatever, because I'd be alone. And I think that's everyone's fear, being alone and not having anybody. But the thing with that is you shouldn't trap yourself somewhere just because you don't want to, you have that fear of not finding anybody else afterwards. There are people out there that will actually care about you after you deal with everything that you got going on. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about when we broke up. So the night we broke up, it was an awkward night because I had to go with my dad, who I rarely ever see. So dude picks me up, we go bowling. Weird. Man says, alright, we're gonna go bowling. So I'm like, alright, bet, I'm down. So we chilling or whatever, we buying food, we bowling, we having a good time. And then one of my female friends texts me and she goes, hey, you saw what your girl is doing at this party? She's all over this other guy. And I was like, oh, word? And she was like, yeah, everybody sees it. And I was like, yeah, oh, alright, I'll confront her about it. And I confront her. I don't even go to her. I go to her friend. And I ask her friend. And then her friend puts her on the phone. And they basically say, oh yeah, I meant to tell you I like this guy and I want to try things out with him. And I was like, oh, alright, fine. So the night of, I didn't really react to the whole situation. It was more of like, I was kind of in denial in a sense because I didn't really say anything about it. I was just kind of there. So I was like, okay. So I run to my mom. The first thing I said, oh, me and Tiffany broke up. And my mom's like, Not to say I told you so, but I knew it was gonna happen. I was like, yeah, you right, you did tell me. But then my mom was like comforting me or whatever. So then the next day is when I was angry. Like, I was genuinely angry. Even though I was fine the day before, it's like everything kind of just hit me all at once. And I was genuinely angry. So, in my anger, I text this girl all types of like mean stuff. Tell her how she's a hoe. Tell her how she's a thought. How she's a school whore or whatever. And I was wrong for that. That wasn't my place to say that. Even if I was angry, even if she did deserve it, that's just not manly. I shouldn't have reacted in such a way. But I did, and I guess I hurt the girl's feelings or whatever. So she was upset, and she basically was like, well, if you knew such and such was gonna happen, you should have been prepared. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was livid, and then I just went off. So in all that, I basically lost myself. I was depressed. Like, it was something serious. Like, I was depressed, and I really shouldn't have even been depressed, because I should have prepared myself, because I knew deep down she might have been messing around with other people, because all these people had been telling me whatever. So I was like, dang. So that goes on for about 5 months. I'm upset for a good 5 months. And then me and the girl start talking again, but not in a relationship, like, type talk, I guess. This is the part of the story where we just become friends. Like, we became friends just so that there was no bad blood. Like, to show that there was no bad blood. And, like, I just came to terms with the whole situation, and then I guess we were friends. We're friends now, and we don't talk a lot, but we talk. But it's like, we don't even have full conversations anymore. It's just memes at this point. But yeah, I guess that's the whole story. Okay, so yeah, I forgot to say something. I'm gonna be posting more consistently, simply because, we got the Rona going around. I ain't got nothing better to do. So if you want to listen to my stories, you can subscribe or whatever. Yeah, that's about it. I'm also just kind of trying to push this out so I could get those 10 minutes. Gotta make the video at least 10 minutes. Just discard this. Just don't worry about this. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna kind of ramble. Also, I'm an anime fan, so like, if you wanna share some animes with me, the slight chance that a couple people see this and they want to share some animes with me, you could drop some animes down in the comments. But okay, this is just going on too long. All right.